Okay, now let me put y'all up on Anchor if you're not familiar. Man, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me break it down for you. Now, first of all, it's free. Now, Anchor has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, or anywhere else where you can find podcasts. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Now make sure to go download the free Anchor app and go to anchor.fm to get started.
It's your boy MG Lil Bubba. And I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
It's kinda hard to sleep this mess. We gon' party for this last, we ain't taking no edit shit. Thinking I just caught a body, gon' sweep up the stinks, I'ma go sit.
Alright, so we got MG Lil Bubba off the porch with us today, man.
I'm right here, you heard me?
How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling real good. I'm in the A, I just got in from Cali. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be all over the place.
There you go, man. What else you working on here in Atlanta during this trip, man?
Man, I've been dropping a couple singles, you know what I'm saying? I got my boy D Mills here, Dre Cash, you know what I'm saying? He did an interview with you guys.
Yep.
So I've been just working on a couple singles and shit. Project Youngin out here too, we did a song and shit. We gotta do the visual, you know what I mean? But I just want little shit, shopping and shit, bullshit.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, we just had Project Youngin on the porch too, man.
I fuck with Youngin.
Yep. So how's your 2021 starting off, man?
It's starting out pretty good, you know what I mean? Been getting a lot of money. My mama been working with the food truck, you know what I mean? I bought her and shit, so we coming up with that. And shit, just been having fun, you know what I mean? Trying to live life. I've been seeing a lot of crazy shit in 20, so 21, I'm trying to make sure I get it in. 22, 23, all that, you know what I mean? We're going up for sure.
Yeah. And talk to us about this food truck, man. You and your mom's got a food truck?
Yeah, my mom got a food truck. It's called Amazing Cravings, you know what I mean? And it's really like Jewel's Way. That's my granny, and she got cancer and shit like that, so I ain't never seen my granny down or nothing. And, you know, we just did something to pick her up or whatever with cancer. And that's really my motivation, you know what I mean? Like, just seeing my granny and shit. So me and my mom, we went in on the food truck, and my mom, she can cook real good. So it's called Amazing Cravings. And if you ever in Houston, East Texas area, anywhere, you know what I mean, tap in with Lil Bubba, and you can get you some of that for sure, for sure.
What type of food she be cooking up?
Oh, big ass burgers and like quesadilla burgers and barbecue on that shit. Fried chicken wings, fish, shrimp, just like the typical shit. Soul food on Sundays. Yeah. It's really live. It's really some crazy stuff, and it's really whatever you crave. And so, if whatever you want, you can get it.
Okay,
for sure.
And you guys ran it up in 6 months, right?
Ran it up. Ran it up. I got 6 figures I done made over 100. You heard me? Nah, for real.
Damn, that's what's up, man. What was the initial investment on something like that?
How much something like that cost type shit?
Yeah.
Like 15, 20 bands. It just depends on what type of truck you get and what type of connect you got.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, get your set right. You definitely can get you one.
Yeah, that's good money right there, man.
Hell yeah.
Can't complain with that, man. All right, so East Texas, man. What goes down in East Texas, man? What's life like out there?
Man, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. It really, a lot of people trying to make it out. That's really what goes down. You know, you either playing sports, you playing football, basketball, you know, some people trapping. You know what I mean? We doing all type of shit out there, and it's just like, it's a small town where I'm from, Palestine, Texas. You feel me? So it's really just a lot of people with big dreams, you know, trying to make it out. You know what I mean? It's really a typical shit.
Yeah. How was your childhood growing up there?
Man, I grew up in a household of like 2 brothers and 2 sisters, you know, and it's the struggle, you feel me? So like, I seen shit I wasn't supposed to see or whatever, and it's just like anywhere else, you know what I mean? You start seeing shit and you catch on to it and you get to it, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is, you know, but growing up in Palestine, man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit made me. That shit made me. Population of 18K, and going into the big city of Houston and running into people. And man, I ain't gonna lie, Houston, either you getting money or you losing money. It's one or the other. And when you first get out there, if you don't know nothing about the city, you feel me, they gonna get you. But man, I got a big old mind, so I caught on quick, real quick, or whatever. But I'm glad I grew up in Esteem. You know, like Dre say, shit, you can be in the city and they gonna be moving fast, but you go to the country, they moving slow. So I was able to get up into the city and shit, you know what I mean, work at my own pace and get right after a period of time. But I was a little crashed though when I first got out there, you know what I mean? We all fucked up, you know, 17, 18 out there by myself. You know what I mean? You know how I go.
A lot of trial and error, man. Figuring out what works, what doesn't work.
I had to try, you know, and I had went to welding school when I first turned 18, you know, for like 6 months, 8 months type shit. And I was sleeping in my car. And I went from, you know, staying in my mom's house with a roof over my head, not the best roof, you know what I mean, but a good roof over my head, and went straight to sleeping in my car and trying to get it for myself in Oklahoma. And I'm from Texas, so that shit was kind of real hard for me. And that was like a lot of motivation, you feel me? So shit, oh shit, I ain't that bitch somewhere. But that was a lot of motivation for me anyway. But shit, yeah, that shit fucked me up sleeping in that car. And that shit made me go hard. And every time I do anything, I think about that shit. And I'm never going back. You feel me? So I put my head down and I got my team right. And I made sure I made it out, for sure.
Yeah, salute to you for that, man. Overcoming that.
Nah, real shit. Appreciate that.
Yeah. What was one of the biggest life lessons you had to learn in your life?
Hey, the biggest life lesson is shit. If you want something done, you gotta do that shit yourself. My boy Big Joseph taught me that shit, you know what I mean? I used to sleep on this couch in Huntsville and Sam Houston and shit. He taught me one thing, you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. I was driving an hour and 30 minutes just to clock in for 8 hours a day, and found out that shit wasn't for me. So shit, I went independent and I started doing this shit for myself. Now I'm loving the process, you feel me? I don't have a problem with signing no deal or anything, but I know one thing, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself.
Real shit. Yeah.
Real shit.
How long you been making music now?
Man, I started out making music in high school, bullshitting, freestyling, getting high in the car with my partners.
Okay.
Everybody started getting on that bitch. And then like we started recording that shit like on the phone. And like everybody like, damn, boy, this boy Bub eating that hoe. Like I started realizing like, damn, I actually sound good on the mic. So about 2015, 2016, I was still playing with it, bullshitting, broke, still trying to record. Man, you gotta get some money before you do this music shit. So I was going back and forth to the studio, but I wasn't consistent. But about the last year or two, I've been getting my money right. So I've been going to the studio all night, 5, 6 in the morning. We getting it in. So shit, taking it serious now and it's starting to show.
Okay.
We jumping off the porch with you.
There we
Flying
go.
off that bitch, you heard me? Yeah.
What's your creative process like? Do you write or you just freestyle and punch in?
Man, actually, my boy Dre Cash that did the interview with you guys, shit, he had stopped me from that writing shit. I was typing on my phone and shit, you know, just trying to go super hard. And he just started saying, man, put that shit natural, man. That shit go harder when you put that shit natural. So I started punching in. And I also heard the baby talking about he punch in and shit like that. So I tried the shit. Now I love it. I'm really living this shit, so it ain't hard, you know what I mean? Just get on that bitch and say whatever you living, and that bitch jamming. They love it. A lot of people relate. So shit, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I be punching in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who'd you grow up listening to?
Wayne. Fuck with Wayne and Gates. Gates was on that trap shit. So I started liking Gates when I started getting older. But I really grew up jamming Wayne. That No Ceilings, oh
Okay.
boy, he touched me with that bitch. Shout out Wayne.
Have you freestyling over those instrumentals too, huh?
Hell yeah, boy, them was the one we freestyled to when we was in the car. You know what I'm talking about? Them was the ones.
What's your thoughts on the rap game right now?
I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I fuck with it. But it's like that new school shit, like old school shit. I don't have no problem with that shit, you know what I mean? That's my mom and them, my dad and them, they be jamming that shit. You cut that shit on, they can relate. You cut this new shit on, Young Boy and them and all them, you know, Gates, everybody, I fuck with that shit. And I love that shit. That shit just get me out of my body. So shit, I fuck with that new school shit. I don't have no problem. Y'all niggas keep doing y'all thing. All y'all niggas jamming, you know what I'm talking about? I fuck with that shit. It's different. It's very different. And then, like they say, Thug came in, not even saying too many words and changed the game. So shit, it's very possible. Shit, you just gotta jump in and adapt, you know what I mean? I love it.
Absolutely, man. So you just went to see Johnny, right?
I went to see Johnny. But I dropped that sack with Johnny. I'm still seeing Johnny. You know what I'm talking about? Hell yeah, I went permanent, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, shit. Low key, I wish I would have thought about the shit. I just got some money, started getting a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, start partying. I'm like, now I'm going flawless. I'm going flawless. You know, that's a Houston thing too though, so shit, I went and saw Johnny And then I'm a little nigga too though, so I ain't got time to smoke nobody over no mouthpiece, you feel me, and shit like that. So I was just like, man, I'm slug my shit out. If I'ma do it, I'ma do it, you feel me? So I did that shit, I went permanent too, so I'm loving it too. Now at first I was like, I'm loving it, I'm hating it. It's like a...
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
What were you hating about it?
I like, I know really and truly to fuck your teeth up. It ain't no going back. Once you go, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go veneers, you feel me? A lot of people don't talk about that shit. Like me, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm solid, so shit. Nigga, that shit fuck your shit up, you know what I mean? Like shit, it is what it is, you know what I mean? But shit, I'm going veneers after this shit. Ain't gonna have me looking fucked choice, up. Right? Shit, yeah, these whole shot in the dog though. Shit, yeah.
Can you tell us how much you spent?
Yeah, shit, like 20.
Okay.
Cost like 20 racks to get this shit.
Yeah.
Then, you know, you gotta pay for that shit separate. With the dentist, they don't tell you that part. So,
they don't tell
you that part.
Yeah,
they
just
like
get the grill. That's like, all right, how do I get this shit in?
Like, shit costs per tooth, you know what I'm saying? So, depending on how you win, I just did 16, so shit, 8 and 8. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit costs.
Yeah. Have you been wanting to do that for a while?
I want to do it since I was a young nigga. That's really why I did it too. Like I've been wanting to do it. So I just went and did it, you know what I mean? That's really was something too, like I ain't thinking through. I just did it. But I fuck with it, but I don't. You know, like I said, I confused, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Well, no turning back now.
No turning back. Ain't no turning back. I'm living life, man. I'm living life, dog. I travel every week. I fly every week. I spent $80,000 on flights and still ain't went out the country. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like, I fly every week. So, shit, it's some shit I need to do. I be living my life, dog.
Yeah. What's the music scene like back at home right now?
Everybody rapping. Everybody rapping. But, shit, ain't nobody made it out. And that's the hard part about that shit, like, you know what I mean? Shit, it's hard to get 100,000 views where I'm from, you feel me? So, just dropping shit, you know what I mean? Doing a lot of numbers on the first week or first day, that shit live. But like, everybody rapping and shit. I should start a label and get them niggas right, you feel me? But if we getting in, sometimes it seems impossible. But shit, that's why I'm here, you know what I'm saying? The impossible is possible. So shit, I'm motivating a lot of them niggas too.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of support in your city?
Starting to now.
Okay.
First, they didn't understand it and shit. You know, everybody trying to get it for themselves and shit. But now I'm starting to get way more support. Like, oh shit, this nigga doing it. So like now it's like, yeah, we here, but I'm over in the bitch. So I love the support shit. I need it. I need that shit. I don't have no problem with getting that shit. You know what I mean? I love it. I love support. I need that shit way more than I need money. I need support because that support gonna bring money. You feel me? So I've been doing this shit. Yeah. And no support was the best support. That's what brought it. You feel me? For real.
All right, what can you tell us about this new project, Escape the System 3?
Escape the System 3. Shit. I was working on that bitch, traveling and coming back. Every time I get in Houston, I'm in there for probably like 24 hours. You know what I mean? I had a spot and shit. And I was just like, man, bro, I'm trying to escape the system. Like, I'm trying to get out this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Don't nobody make it out from this shit. And no, everybody end up dying or going to jail, you feel me? And a lot of shit that I be doing and shit. So, just like, you got to escape the system. And that's just really why I came up with that project and shit like that or whatever. Yeah. That bitch going up, I dropped a song, a feature with Lil Jermy. I did a feature with Youngin, he on that bitch or whatever. And me and Jermy just dropped a single. Shout out Lil Zach too, dog. I'm fucking with Lil Zach, man.
DJ
Zackaroo. DJ Zach, yeah. DJ Lil Zach, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out that nigga, man. And shout out Lil Jermy too. I'm fucking with that. Houston eating that bitch up. They loving it. It's called Dior Walking, MG Lil Bubba. And the MG stand for money game with an M. Not a game, money game. It's a money game. We all playing. You doing interviews, I'm rapping. You know what I'm talking about? My big dog whacking people. We doing it all. It's all the money game. You know, girls doing hair for it. You know what I mean? People cooking for it. Like my mama cooking for it. It's all the money game. Doctors do doctors, all type of shit. It's a money game. We all playing. So that's why I really just put the MG in front of my shit.
Yeah, I feel that, man. And Dior Walking, what did it do, 20K in 3 days?
20K in 3 days, boy, yeah. It did numbers, and that's a lot of numbers where I'm from, because shit, it ain't even 20,000 people where I'm from. So shit, I still put on for my city. I'm in the H, but hey, I'm putting on for the steam, you feel me?
Yeah.
For real.
Did you expect that one to go up?
Nah.
Really?
I didn't like the song. I ain't gonna even count. I'm gonna be real, Jeremy, bitch, you ugly. Look, I went to that bitch, hey, I went and did the song and shit. I got to the house, I was like, damn, I wanna fuck with this hoe. It's straight, that bitch dogging that hoe, but it ain't my type. Nigga, I let my partner hear that hoe. He was like, boy, y'all got you one. It was like, this shit right here. So I was like, oh shit, that bitch dog that hoe. So I was already feeling like that, but I didn't wanna just be too much on it, but I really want to fuck with it at first, you know what I mean? I ain't even record on it. When he dropped his verse and shit, I was just like, oh yeah, that hoe cool, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was his style kind of, not really more now when I style. He just really just grabbed that bitch. He can grab anything. So shit, that was hard. But then I went to the house, sat down, thought about that shit, went back to the Yo the next day with my niggas and shit and just dogged that bitch. That hoe went up. Yeah. I didn't expect it to though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I find it funny. A lot of rappers say, man, I don't even like that song. But then it goes up. It's like
I
the fans fuck with it, though.
I swear to God, that shit crazy. The fans going crazy to them comments and shit, man.
Yeah. What was it like working with Project Youngin?
Youngin hard. Youngin humble. I fuck with Youngin, you know what I mean? He's still coming up too and shit, so. And then we got like some of the mutual friends, Shaquem and Shaquille Griffin and shit, so shout out them boys or whatever. So they linked us in. It was already like, was just out partying and shit, turning up, and went to the studio and dropped some shit. Nigga live though. He humble in the bitch. He ain't on none of that extra shit. Regular dude, chilling, you know, getting some money, you know what I mean? He did his grill too. He went somebody else though. His shit hitting hard too though. But hell yeah.
All right, so who were some of the producers you worked with on this project?
Man, shout out Frontline. Shout out Frontline. I worked with June James from Houston too. He hard. He got a lot of plaques and shit. And Rando, Can't Rush the Vibe, Rando. Jeremy record with him, that's German people. And Salo, shout out Ty. It's a lot of people, you know what I mean? I work with a lot of producers and shit. I don't really mind working with new producers because everybody trying to come up. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, just whatever. So as long as you cold. Now if you get in there bullshitting, I'm gonna tell you about yourself and I ain't coming back. We probably ain't gonna never record again. But I be recording with a lot of people, you know, but Frontline really my main dude. I'm asking for him every time I go to the studio.
Okay.
I'm on front. That's what I want. That's Frontline. Shout out Frontline.
Do you know what video you plan to drop next?
Yeah, Tiptoe. It's on the tape.
Okay.
It's number 5 on Escape the System 3. That bitch really hard too. You know what I'm saying? It's really different. It ain't the same. It's different. It got all type of vibes on it. But yeah, I'm dropping Tiptoe and then Revenue. Revenue is really real. It's deep. You know what I mean? So Revenue, but for sure, Tiptoe.
Okay. Talk to us about the, you know, being an independent artist and the grind that comes with it, man.
Man, this shit is hard. But I listen to a lot of Money Man.
Okay.
And I be jamming
He'll
Money
give you the
Man.
game, man.
Hey, Money Man, you know what? He gonna tell you how to go get some money. He gonna tell you how to do it, and he gonna tell you the right way to do it. You feel me? He gonna get you paid. And I jam a lot of Money Man, you know what I mean? And we kinda relate a lot. So shit, I be jamming him or whatever, but talk about what's the question again?
Being an independent artist.
I bet.
He went down a whole different path.
Hey, bro, cause like I fuck with Money Man, boy, that's a whole other story. But anyway, shit, being an independent artist, man, that shit is, it's hard. You know, you gotta grind, you gotta get it. But the baby showed us how to do it, you know, before he popped, you feel me? So shit, and before he went and signed the deal, he showed us what the type of shit you gotta do and shit. So you just gotta really grind and put that work in. And I'm getting it in right now, so I'm loving it. You feel me? But at the same time, shit, that you can't beat that computer. You can't beat that machine, you feel me? So shit, being an independent artist, you don't got access to that machine. So you gotta grind until you get access, you feel me? And whatever. And the best way you can do it, shit, do it. So I'm loving it though. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I'm running to them. They gonna respect me when they see me. Regardless of shit, you like it or not, you gonna respect it, you know what I mean? For real.
Yeah. What else you working on? What else is coming up for you for this new year?
A lot of people telling me drop these singles and singles and singles. So I'm just working on a lot of singles and working on another tape. It's called Paycation. 'Cause I'm always on vacation. But I'm working too, so it's called vacation. And shit, that's really what's coming up next.
Okay. Any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Man, shout out my dog Big Joe. Shout out my dog Mills, Dre Cav, Randall, shit, B.O. and my boy Berto. They all up in here with me. But shout out to my granny and my family, you know what I mean, and my mama. That's really much shit. That's what I'm doing it for. And my partners, they know who they is, the real ones.
All right, cool. That was good. All right,
Shout out Dirty Glove Bastard, you heard me? You know what I'm talking about?
appreciate that.
It's kinda hard to sleep this mess. We gon' party for this last, we ain't taking no extra shit. My nigga just caught a body, gon' sweep up the sticks, nigga, I'ma go sit right next to him. Anybody just try you